Okay, here we have Sharon Garcia, a resident of Sierra Foothills. Sharon delivers a sample read from her first published book, Poetry of Despair, Love, Spirituality, and Prophecy. Thank you. Yes, so I am happy to be here today reading from my book. I'll try to enunciate my words so it'll carry without a mic. So my book is Poetry of Despair, Love, Spirituality, and Prophecy. Every one of us has moments of despair where the energy around us becomes heavy, where we're faced with moments of depression. Some of us have thoughts of suicide. So these poems will pay tribute to those moments and hopefully will give a little bit of hope at the end of the tunnel. Then my section on love. Love is a very powerful emotion. It's longing, it's desire, it's heartbreak, it's all these things all mixed up together. And so when we survive despair, when we survive love, it breaks wave to spirituality. Spirituality is sometimes the mechanism that we use to get through the first two phases in life. It's what grounds us. It gives us a deeper meaning, purpose to life. So those poems are resonant around that. And then with spirituality and what we survive in life, we embrace wisdom. And so the wisdom allows us a sense of prophecy. So we see signs along the way of things that are coming, and so we can kind of try to avert disaster if possible. So those poems are under that category. Each poem stands to itself. I just categorized it that way. So today I'm going to read two poems from my book. The first one is from my despair section. It's called The Man at the End of the Hall. Essentially, it's about a man who built an empire and consumed by power and greed and built it on the backs of others along the way. But karma is real and we reap what we sow. So at least in literary fashion, we can have karma be a real thing. So this is The Man at the End of the Hall. There's a room at the end of the hall. A bright and sterile light shines above. The computer screen always turned on. In constant attendance, there he is, the man at the end of the hall. Alone and in cold isolation, he sits, building imaginary walls around him. He watches the world through others' eyes, while slowly wasting away his existence, the man at the end of the hall. He leaves in his wake a constant turmoil, unaware of the pain he causes to others. He hides in his work to avoid a conscience, while typing away at insignificant dealings, the man at the end of the hall. He puts upon his face a fake smile, while harboring in his heart a darkness. His soul is as black as the night. He's incapable of empathy or guilt. The man at the end of the hall. Like a spider, he lures others into his web, painting pictures of riches and success. He builds up a false promise of fortune, while sucking the lifeblood of innocent victims. The man at the end of the hall. Consumed by greed and financial gain, he disregards anyone of no more use. All promises become broken. He relentlessly moves on to the next victim, the man at the end of the hall. Year after year, it's the same story told, until one day he errs and slips. He soon will find his luck starts to falter. He finally crosses paths with the wrong victim, the man at the end of the hall. In arrogance, he miscalculates the karmic rule. He crosses the path with an angel of God. The same game he plays into her, unsuspecting that this time will be different. The man at the end of the hall. In typical fashion, he uses and manipulates, casting her aside when he's done. But little did he know that this is his undoing, as the luck of his life now irrevocably shifts. The man at the end of the hall. Slowly, misfortune starts to bare its teeth. His endeavors in life begin to fail. Age and weakness creep upon his face. His bones become brittle and break. The man at the end of the hall.
Everything he touches burns into ash. He no longer can tune out the past. In a rush of a flood, he's consumed by his guilt. He tries to run from his work, the man at the end of the hall. All of his treasures now wilter and break. He still doesn't understand why. He runs to exotic places around the world, but karma will never let him hide. The man at the end of the hall. Everywhere he turns, he's met with misfortune. No amount of his wealth can save him now. His life, he finds, is utterly empty, like the room he once worked at still sits. Man at the end of the hall. No longer can he hide from his misdeeds. The life that he leads now crumbles. All the pain that he caused comes back fourfold. He questions his deeds too late. The man at the end of the hall. His blood boils over, pouring out of every orifice. His skin begins to burn. In agony, he pleads to the angel of death. It's there that he finally understands. The man at the end of the hall. He realizes too late all the pain he causes others. He prospered at the expense of others. He dies like he lived, empty and alone. The world now rejoices he's gone. The man at the end of the hall. So I didn't want to leave you guys with a totally dark poem. My last poem is from the love section. I also made this into a song, so you could actually search it on any song platform and it'll be there with music. It's quite nice. It's about two lovers who found the most perfect love, but fate had something else in store for them, and their paths in life must part. So it's poetically just like it's the poem captures this final moment of them. It's called Departed. So here we go. There, intermished in a busy city, stand still for a moment of singularity. The man stands strong and true, his resolve into focus. He stands stoically before her, within a door frame of a departed future. Clad in his long coat and hat, his arms wrapped around her, naked flesh. A waist so thin and inviting. She wraps her arms, broad shoulders. Should a stranger glimpse this moment, he'd think two halves melted into one. Whiteness, flesh, never so sweet. The strength of his muscle, ever so clear. They stand there, embraced in a kiss, held steady, deep gaze in the eyes. If forever could be captured, then this would be it. A point of satisfaction, tenderness, propelled through the ages, untouched. But departure he must make. So, with resolve, steadfast affliction, he looses his grip from her waist. He turns from her in stride. Through the doorway he departs, leaving her there all alone. The light, the bright light, showing every contour of her body. No tears or emptiness. She turns away from the door to the world she commits. So this poem is from my prophecy section. It's called The Slipping of Time. Organized chaos, neither madness nor planned, but a conglomeration of unique circumstance. Look, for the moment, it passes. Seek, for the answer lies just beyond the realm of what's known, beyond reach. Now, just a fading memory. Try to hold on, but it slips from your fingers like watered down sand drops. Do not stress for what could have been, but rather build sandcastles until the waves can wash it away, to once more leave the beach in a false astound of untouched virginity. An illusion, for many have walked here once. They danced in the sunset with laughter and tears. But the waves, they kept coming. It carried their voices across the distance. Only the seagull bore witness. Did it even happen at all? A glimpse of time fades into the night. There is only one whom remembers. It has a name. It is I am. Some call it Lord, some call it God. Still others say creation. It holds our memory in a crystal ball and knows us all. Thank you. And if anybody's interested, I have my books over here that I will be selling, so more than happy to do that. And thank you for listening to me, and hope you enjoy. Yay! อาจารย์